Hello again, TTM Nation, TTM Troy here with another autograph. I almost said autograph weekly update. No, you guys have me so confused. So many people from Autograph Weekly are coming back and doing a great project. I'll talk about that in another video, but no, this is a TTMautograph.com update. I have a bunch of stuff to show you. Most of it is recent, within the last 2 weeks, but the NBA returns were in November, December. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that. But this is going to be kind of a longer video, so let's get right into it. Don't want to waste any time. It's Super Bowl Sunday. We'll talk about that at the end of the video as well, because I am not watching Super Bowl Sunday. I'm doing this video for you right as the Super Bowl is starting, because that's how dedicated I am. And I have no interest in watching the Super Bowl. But anyway, guys, let's go straight to it. Here's the first autograph for today. There you go. This is Mike Smithson. He signed 1/1 in 42 days via his home in Tennessee. Mike Smithson on this 89, 89 Upper Deck. Right there. I've gotten him a couple times. Next we have Bill Wilkinson. He signed 1/1 in 44 days via his home in Montana. This is not a 91 Donruss. This is a 88 Donruss. Sometimes they're easy to get confused. This one had a little bit of a crease in it, as you can probably see, but still kind of cool. And this next one has been in the news within the last couple weeks for getting traded from the Miami Marlins. Here you go. Christian Yelich. He signed 1/1 in 312 days. This is actually sent to the Marlins spring training. And like I said, he is now on the Brewers. There you go. Good card from Christian. Next we have Daniel Descalso. Signed this Colorado Rockies card in 203 days via the Diamondbacks home stadium. There you go. Kind of smeared on the end right there, but still a nice card to get in. Next we have John Pawlowski. He signed 1/1 in 47 days via his home in South Carolina. John Pawlowski, again, 88 Donruss. Next we have Bob Sebra, who signed 2/1 in 43 days via his home in Florida. So this was the one that I don't remember sending. I didn't have a record of. So to Troy, God bless Bob Sebra. So he sent that of his own. And again, with the 1988 Donruss, Robert Bush Sebra right there. Next we have Bob Milacki. Finally, 1991 Donruss right here. Signed 1/1 in 66 days via his home in Arizona. Bob Milacki. And it actually started on the greens, as you'll see with this next success. Ron Gant signed 2/2 in 21 days via his home in Georgia. So here's his regular card right there. The green number 590 or 507 Donruss. And then he also signed the Diamond Kings right there. Beautiful card. You know, like I said, Donruss gets a lot of flack, but they take signature so well. This blue on blue is just great. Next we have Frank Tanana. He signed 2/1. So this is his green 1991 Donruss that he sent back. Right there. Again, I'm starting to get the greens in, which is always good. Then he also sent this little thing from thegoal.com, his testimonial deal right there. So that's really cool. Jay Howell signed 1/1 in 21 days via his home in Georgia. Again, a green 1991 Donruss. Jay Howell. Next we have Scott Cooper, who also signed 1/1 in 21 days. This one came from his house in Missouri. Right there. Next, a 2/1 success from Jim Acker. So there's number 1. from Jim Acker from his P.O. box in Texas. And there's number 2. This 1986 Topps right there. Again, Jim Acker. Next we have Kevin Hogan, who signed 1/1 in 149 days. Actually, this is a football card. Sorry about that. Via the Cleveland Browns. Did I already talk about Kevin Hogan? All right. John Frank signed 2/2 in 147 days via his hair clinic in Ohio. Next, we have Brian Harper, who signed 4/3 in 57 days via his home in Arizona. So there's number 1. There's number 2. There's number 3. Again, Brian Harper, and number 4. 4/3 in 57 days via his home in Arizona. Next, we have Tom Brookens, who signed 2/2 in 57 days via his home in Pennsylvania. Tom Brookens. Next, we have Neil Walker, who signed 1/1 in 337 days. This was actually sent to the Mets spring training back in 2017. Neil Walker, 337 days. Almost a year. Not quite. Next, we have Chris James, who signed 1/1 in 216 days via his business in Texas. Chris James. Next, we have Jody Reed, and I'll talk about this in a second. Here's the return I got. This was in 140 days via his home in Florida. I did actually get an earlier success a couple of weeks ago, and that was sent to his batting cages or whatever, and the signatures look completely different. I'm told that this one is the legitimate one, and it kind of matches with his IP and other certifieds. And so I hate when people ghost sign. And so I actually tagged him on Twitter, but I haven't heard anything yet. Next we have Tim Corcoran, who signed 1/1 in 224 days via his home in California. Tim Corcoran. Next we have Mark Williamson, who signed 2/2 in 280 days via his home in California. Mark Williamson, 280 days. All right, next we have Pat Combs. He signed 2/2 in 147 days via his home in Texas. Pat Combs. I've actually gotten him back a couple times, so glad to add these to the collection. Right there, Pat Combs. Next we have Marty Barrett, who signed 1/1 in 140 days via his home in Las Vegas. Marty Barrett. Next we have John Farrell, who signed 1/1 in I don't know how many days. I actually had an RTS, so I must have resent this, but I'm not sure where. I know a lot of people got the too busy to sign when sending to the Red Sox, so I don't really know where I sent this or when I sent it, so I apologize on that. So John Farrell, 1/1 in who knows how many days. This next person is known for only signing one item. So Scott Scheeler, who signed 1/2 in 240 days or 245 days via the Reds home stadium. Next, one of my favorite returns recently, Juan Gonzalez, signed 1/1 in 21 days via his home in Puerto Rico. Very happy to add this 91 Donruss to the collection. Next, we have Tim Belcher, who signed 1/1 in 41 days via his home in Ohio. Tim Belcher. All right, last of the baseball here. Willie Fraser signed 1/1 in 21 days via his home in New York. Willie Fraser. So that takes us through baseball with a little bit of football thrown in. I really don't know where that Kevin Hogan, I don't know if I showed that last time or not, but if not, I don't think I did, but it sounds so familiar. I did post these on Instagram early on in the week, so I may have posted it there, and I'm just trying to remember. But anyway, let's go to some NBA cards. Now, I don't normally send to the NBA, but I got some in that lot I bought from Burbank Sports Cards a couple months ago. So I did send a couple out, and I was waiting to show them until I got a couple more, and I haven't gotten any more. So these I actually received in mid-December. So let's go straight to the first one here from the NBA. Kevin Lowry signed 1 of 1 in 55 days via his home in Georgia. Scott Burrell, oh man, I don't know why I murdered that. He signed 55 days via South Connecticut State University. Lenny Wilkens signed 55 days via his home in Washington. Lenny Wilkens. And the last basketball here today, Robert Parrish signed 1 of 1 in 25 days via his home in Louisiana. Robert Parrish. So yeah, those are baseball, NBA, which, what does that leave? Hockey. Since the last video, you hopefully you saw it. I did a huge video just on hockey TTMs that I've gotten in recently, and even more came in, including a huge 4-for-1 success. Someone included 3 other things, and I was just amazed, like 3 4x6s basically. So let's get right into even more hockey. Let's just get all caught up here. I'm not going to wait for another hockey video. We're going to do it right now, right here. So here's the first one. There you go. Tom Fergus. He signed 4 of 1, like I said, in 30 days via Blue Leaf. There's number 2, 4x6 that he sent. Number 3. And number 4. So Tom Fergus with a hookup here in 30 days. Next we have Brad Shaw, who signed 1 of 1 in 22 days via the Columbus Blue Jackets. Brad Shaw. Next we have Bernie Federko, who signed 1 of 1 in an unknown amount of days. I did not have this one recorded, but it's probably between 22 and 30 since that's what all the other ones are. Next we have Ken Baumgartner. He signed 1 of 1 in 22 days via his home in Massachusetts. Ken Baumgartner. Ugh, I can't speak today. Next we have Brent Sutter, who signed 1 of 1 in 30 days via the Red Deer Rebels. Brent Sutter. Next we have, now this one is gonna be strange for me. Rod Brind-Amour. Hopefully that's somewhat in the right area. Signed 1 of 1 in 30 days via the Carolina Hurricanes. Next we have Dave Manson, who signed 1 of 1 in 39 days via the Prince Albert Raiders. Dave Manson. And finally for the hockey, we have Greg Adams, who signed 1 of 1 in 30 days via his home in Arizona. Right there. And finally this week, I have an entertainment, well, kind of an entertainment success for you. About, I want to say a year ago, I found that this person had opened up a new business, and I put the address on Star Tiger, but I never sent to it. I didn't try it out beforehand or anything. And then I saw that someone actually got a success. So I tried my own address that I found, and I never got anything. But finally it came in right here. Let's go straight to it. There you go. Matt Paxton signed 2 of 2 in 251 days. Matt is one of the professional organizers and cleaning specialists that you saw on 9 seasons of the TV show Hoarders. So there's number 1. I printed these out myself, so they're not very good quality, but really happy to get these in. And there's number 2. Again, Matt Paxton signed 1 of 1 in 2 of 2 in 251 days. So yeah, the Super Bowl is starting right now, right as I do this. So you know what time it is that I'm doing this, I think, just by that. But I'm not watching. I have 0 interest in the Super Bowl this year. I think I saw half a game all year, or all season. And I'm predicting, and this is just me and my little bubble. Now, I'm not as bad as the Jeopardy people recently who missed all those football questions, but I'm predicting, based on what I've talked to people and from what I've heard, that this could be the lowest viewed Super Bowl. And I'm going to predict in 10 years, because I don't think anybody cares about this game, really. Maybe I'm wrong. But I'm predicting a very, very low turnout of TV viewership. So that's my prediction. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging in with me for this big update. I am going to go put the rest of this video together and get these things in top loaders. I got a brand new monster box because I outgrew my other monster box that I need to put everything in penny sleeves and top loaders and get everything sorted by name and by sport and all that fun stuff that you know, we got to do. Otherwise, our collection's a mess, isn't it? So really appreciate you guys taking your time, whether it's on Super Bowl Sunday or during the week, or who knows, maybe this is 20 years from today, because YouTube keeps things forever. Even if you delete them, somewhere they're around. Kind of scary, but we won't go there. But thank you guys so much for watching. As always, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It lets me know that, hey, I'm doing something right, and especially if you comment, really appreciate that. Kind of been having a hard time getting some motivation lately, so the more comments and thumbs ups I get, the better. But I'm here to stay, not going anywhere, so just thanks. All right, spring training, get those sends out now. Pitchers and catchers are reporting as we speak, probably, well, in a week or so. So get that all started, and hopefully we'll all have a giant mail day soon. So thank you so much, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.